clearly. So now in the question and answer box, if you will just type a yes to let me know you can see my screen and hear me clearly, and then we'll get started with the information you've come here for. Thanks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Stop. Let's leave that open for Q&A. I've got tons of yeses, hundreds of you. I gotta be careful what I wish for here. Looks like we are good to go. That's good stuff. So, okay, again, I am Mike Costigan. I know most of you know me as the guy who trains most of the best up-and-coming REO agents and brokers in the country, and some of the very best existing REO agents and brokers in the country. But for those of you who don't know me, let me tell you a tiny bit about myself. I am, this keynote will let me move forward here real quick. Hey, I am RE/MAX's former #1 team agent in North Atlanta. I was number 25 in the U.S. and number 36 worldwide out of about 120,000 agents at the time. Also, one of the inaugural recipients of RE/MAX's Diamond Award. That is the highest commission honor given to any RE/MAX associate. You can see me on the screen there with a guy who is great for real estate, CEO of RE/MAX, Mr. Dave Lineker, and my Diamond Award. Because of my success in real estate, I have a lot of connections in real estate, politics, some that are in both. You can see me on the screen there with a radio host, Mr. Sean Hannity. By the way, this is not a political statement. He happened to be on a radio station that I was on as one of their events, but there's me and my beautiful wife and him. I was on the largest talk radio station in the country, one of the largest advertisers there, with over 1 million listeners per month. I've been featured in magazines, newspapers, books, articles, you name it. Most notably, I'm one of the $1 billion agents featured in the $1 billion agent book by Mr. Steve Cantor. Hey, enough about me. I don't tell you this because I want to blow my own horn here. It's just I want you to understand that I'm not some guy just spewing out information that he knows nothing about. I've got a lot to teach you today to help you get on board and start getting some of this business that has been rolling in here in 2017. I want to tell you a tiny bit about what's going on in the marketplace right now. You don't need to write this down, but you will need a pen and paper in just a minute. So let me just give you a little bit of this. We're seeing a lot of HELOC resets that are causing defaults. Cash out refis have spiked once again, and newer loans are driving defaults. RealtyTrack is currently reporting there are 3.3 million HELOCs in the middle of their reset period. Their draw period has ended. There's 158 billion of these loans that were originated between 2005 and 2008, and 38% don't even know they're facing a reset. And just a crash course on HELOCs. HELOCs are normally interest only for the first 10 years. That's why it's so significant that these are loans originated 2005 to 2008. You can see the chart here, how many are resetting, have started resetting, and how many are coming. Huge amounts. They're going to flip now, and they are flipping into interest and principal. So people already have not seen great increases in their income, having a hard time making payments as it is, and this is putting a squeeze on lots of people. They reported 53% of these, or 1.8 million homes of these HELOCs, are underwater with loan to values of 125% or more. They're not homes with equity. There's nothing they can do with these properties. First American just exposed a huge 1.3% increase in mortgage fraud across the country. The reason that they're citing are these rising interest rates that we've been seeing from the Fed. Astonishingly, NBC News has recently reported Americans who can't afford their homes, the number is up by 146%. It rose to 38 million of people who they consider will have trouble affording basic necessities. The news is kind of scary. We've been seeing increases. It's one of the most uncertain markets I've ever really been a part of. I've trained more than 25,000 agents and brokers over recent years. I don't know that I've ever seen so much uncertainty in a market as to people knowing what is going on, what's going to happen. The news is all over the place out there. Again, you don't need to write this stuff down, but Fitch is reporting the end of HAMP is reducing the options for the struggling U.S. homeowners. Jim Rogers, many of you are in the investing world. You know Jim Rogers. He's one of the most famous investors ever. Was a partner of George Soros in a big fund. Guy actually picked up and moved his children to China for fears of what he thinks is going to happen to the U.S. He's calling it the worst crash of our lifetime coming. His prediction in Business Insider recently was that it would be potentially the end of this year. I know we're approaching that, and or 2018. Freddie Mac has stated recently that the market response to higher interest rates is going to be negative. As I showed you before, Americans who can't afford their homes are up 146% by NBC News. And coming HELOC resets could have dire consequences, and we're starting to see that. And mortgage delinquencies among some homeowners just spiked, spelling trouble. I think we know who those homeowners already are. So anyway, you're going to need a pen and paper right now. I'm going to give you the top 12 firms who we've identified that are actually receiving and accepting listing applications from agents actively distributing properties, many of them at the moment. You're going to need to write this down. I want you to be very careful with the information that I give you, to write down these names and these links exactly. I need you to focus. I need you to do what I say to do, and you will have much better luck in cracking into this business. I'm going to give you some private URLs, secret links from some of our inside groups, some of our private coaching groups, members, some of the things that we have in our own little portfolio that you usually cannot find on a public level. So I need you to write things down exactly as you see them on the screen. We're going to give you the links. I'm going to give you the listings. I'm going to give you the companies actually right now. I'm going to give you the top 12. I'm going to tell you how to approach them, where to approach them. Okay, so the links are going to pop up on the screen underneath the names of the companies. As I said, be very careful that you copy these down exactly the way that they are written. If I've capitalized a letter, I need you to capitalize that letter, or your link will not work. We'll not be doing any replays of this, so it will not be available after this. I want to mention this to you too. I am also the founder and the creator of the Uncensored REO Secrets 2.0 system. I believe it's the fastest selling REO system in history. We sold out version 2 in about 3 minutes. And the reason that it was so successful and is so successful today is not only because of the success that it brings, but how fast it can bring success to people. So our private coaching stays completely full. I know I'm going to be getting lots of emails and chat messages here about private coaching. We are totally full. With what's been going on in the market recently, we have a waiting list a mile long. You are free to contact me offline, and we'll happily put you on a list. We really don't maintain that much, but we will keep your name. But anyway, the information that I'm going to give you bits and pieces of the coaching there that you can use here today to contact these asset management companies and start getting the listings and getting on board with more companies. But the information I'm going to give you, it is not information. I mean, it is useful to you and it will be helpful to you, but you've got to be an implementer. You've got to be willing to put this to use. You've got to be willing to make this happen for you. You've got to do certain things, right? You have to actually take a little bit of action and not just write stuff down. So if you're an implementer, it's going to work really well for you. That being said, we are in a crazy overbooked session today. So I would ask, I'm going to give you an opportunity at the end here to join our advanced registration class. And that's going to give you all of the tools that you need to actually make this stuff work for you. So I would say that if you're not an implementer, you're not somebody that's really going to put this to work for you, and you're not willing to invest like $97 in yourself to make this happen, then go ahead and jump off. We have people that are waiting to get on. They're probably going to be trying to get on in the next 10, 15 minutes, people that will use this stuff that are locked out. So go ahead and, let's give implementers the seats. And if you are, you do stay on, I expect you to get in there, join the advanced registration course, and really put this to work for you right away, and let's get you going. Okay, that being said, be ready to write. And make sure you're copying this stuff directly. Again, a lot of these are inside URLs that you are not going to get elsewhere. Okay, the first one, this is a very important one. This is Dakota Asset Services. Okay, Dakota is handling U.S. Bank in many areas. U.S. Bank is a target that's very, very hard, that's been really hard in recent years for people to even find the properties, identify where they're coming from. I'm here to tell you where they're coming from. Dakota is handling them. So, again, follow what I say. Okay, just all you got to do is do what I say to do. And you'll have, I have a pretty good feeling, going to have some good luck getting on with some of these people and getting properties. So it's http://www.dakotaas.com. Watch that spelling of Dakota AS. DakotaAS.com/agent-application. By the way, there are going to be some things you're going to need to do after registering with these companies, and I'll cover that for you in a little bit. For now, just write these down. So it's DakotaAS.com/agent-application. I'll give you just a couple seconds to write that down. I'm going to move forward, and I realize also that I talk kind of fast, but I'm going to do my best to move through, keep it at an understandable pace here, and move through and give you the information that you're here for. Okay, DakotaAS.com/agent-application. Next one. Kronos Solutions. Many of you who are REO experts will recognize this as the former Matt Martin Real Estate Management. Very, very successful. HUD LLB, still handling HUD, but they're also handling US Bank. This is their direct registration. This is the page. I'm going to take you right to their registration page. The URL is too long. On this page, they're going to have a button for you to click that says vendors. You'll be able to click and you'll be able to sign up with them today. Be very careful on this URL. You'll notice it's HTTPS. Make sure you have that S. www.kronossolutions.com/vendor-resources. They're also going to be very important for you, many of you, shortly with HUD. Right now, we're going to focus on the US Bank. US Bank has a lot of properties. So get this exactly right. Make sure you get the S. https://www.kronossolutions.com/vendor-resources. Okay, kronossolutions.com/vendor-resources. Ready? Next. Okay, this is a key company for you. ShellPoint Mortgage Servicing. You're going to need to register in two places for ShellPoint. First is equator.com. For those of you who don't know, Equator is a third-party platform. It's not owned by ShellPoint. Some of these companies are going to work off third-party platforms. With Equator, you'll need to sign up for the Agent Elite membership. If you don't, you won't qualify. It's a little insider information for you. You're going to need to be Equator Elite in order to get REOs. It stinks. They're going to charge you a little bit of a fee for it, but it's worth doing. If there's companies with properties in your area, which I'll show you how to identify that in a bit. The next one. This is so key for you these days. 2017, REO has really shifted. Where the properties have shifted. Mortgages have shifted mostly away from banks to non-banks. Many properties, a bunch of Fannie Mae portfolios. I mean, Fannie just completed, I think it was $138 million sale of assets to another hedge fund. They're dumping them to hedge funds. The properties are then coming out through the hedge funds. You got to know where to get them. If you just focus, do what I say to do, you'll find them. And where you're going to find some of them is and a lot of them is on Pyramid Platform. Hear me when I say you must be registered for Pyramid Platform today. Okay, it's https:// get that S on HTTPS. pyramidplatform.com/broker signup.aspx. Be very careful here with the capital B, the capital S, and the capital U in broker signup. Big company that's operating off of here is ShellPoint, and they're giving you, and you're going to see in your marketplace, properties coming from MTGLQ. That is a Goldman Sachs company. You know who Goldman Sachs is, one of the largest financial firms in the world. This is a private equity group owned by Goldman Sachs. They just bought a huge portfolio of Fannie Mae properties, and they have purchased several before. They're stacking them up, renting, selling, moving these properties, and they're coming out via ShellPoint, through Pyramid Platform. Many hedge funds, I'm even going to give you a bonus here that I have not included today. So just write this down. It's not going to pop up on a screen for you. 1 William Street Capital. 1 William Street Capital. It's a hedge fund that's also using Pyramid Platform. They're not using ShellPoint, but they're using Pyramid Platform. Okay, super key here for you. Next. Selene Finance, and guess where they're coming from? It's a big hedge fund. Lots of agents in our private coaching and in some of our highest level coaching groups are pulling properties from Selene Finance off a Pyramid Platform. Several have gotten properties without even having to call them. I would never advise that. You need to call. Calling is the quickest way of getting on board. So again, it's the same link, pyramidplatform.com, brokersignup.aspx. You'll need to register and then call. Okay, should already have this URL. So you see how important Pyramid is right now. Selene is a hedge fund, by the way. iServe, this is a big one. This is also a tricky one. And so I'm providing you a little insider link that you will not find on their website or with Google. It is register.iservereovendor.com. They represent Bank of America. Now, why I say it's tricky is iServe for several years now has said they're not hiring. In fact, if you just went to their page and tried to look up vendor registration, they're not going to take you to this link. They're going to tell you that they are not hiring real estate agents. So, one thing that you will learn in the advanced registration course is how to reach out to these people and break through that. Okay, many of these companies will put that up because they don't want to be inundated with registrations and phone calls, and they successfully fend them off. So we will teach you how to make a phone call that can open the door. I have a guy recently got accepted, so there's proof in the pudding. Okay, they're a big company, very successful company, been handling Bank of America for quite some time now. Okay, register.iservereovendor.com. Okay, again, just trust me, just do what I say, and you'll see how you can get into these companies. 24 Asset Management. You need to be on with 24 Asset Management. They are one of the key players in the REO business. They are highly, highly connected. The guy in charge knows everybody. He's been a successful REO broker forever. Big Fannie Mae broker. They handle, really, I don't know many big companies they have not handled. They've always got their nose in something. They're located down in Miami, Florida. Also headquartered in San Diego. They are 24 Asset Management. Their registration portal, you're going to need to actually register twice with them, but this is the first step, is https://www.54sd.com. That's not a typo. I know they are 24, but this is 54sd.com. We had a little inside information that they may be handling Bank of America. You'll need to verify that, but I think they may have picked up that portfolio. So again, https, do not miss that S, //www.54sd.com. This is a great company to call and go visit. They have an office here in Atlanta as well. Okay, next. Specialized. They are part of ComputerShare. Many of you are familiar with ComputerShare already. ComputerShare is a huge company that is really making their way into the financial industry to capitalize on what is predicted to be happening here in the very near future in terms of large defaults, REOs, foreclosures all over. So they are on top of this. They have acquired Specialized recently. Specialized is a fantastic company. It's https://www.samreo.net/realtors/register.aspx. Make sure you get that capital R in register. By the way, they are handling the elusive Bank of New York Mellon, one of the largest banks in the country with many, many properties. I know you are looking for Bank of New York Mellon, certainly. They are a huge bank. https://www.samreo.net/realtors/register.aspx. And again, get that S in HTTPS and that capital R on register. Next one is a big one. Vendor Resource Management. VRM was just awarded a 10-year VA contract. I was recently contacted by them and notified of this. It's the largest contract ever given by VA. 10 years. VRM has handled VA for quite a while, but they are locked in for 10 years with VA. Lots of properties. They're located in Texas. They're a huge company. They are Freddie Mac's original outsourcer, one of their largest outsourcers. And let me just give you a quick little hint here. They may actually be handling Freddie Mac right now. They're an important company to get on with. https://prospects.vrmco.com/join.aspx. And again, I need you to listen to what I say to do. Take VRMU. You'll see it on their site. It's called VRMU. It's VRM University. VRM will tell you that you do not have to take their courses in order to receive properties from them. And while that may be true, it is a very good conversation to be able to have with them that, hey, I am fully registered with you. I have taken your courses. I understand exactly how to handle your properties. I am ready to go. Just trust me on this, okay? This is some of the stuff we teach in higher level coaching. It's very cheap, actually, this one. I just take a few of the courses and do it. They're handling VA. They're handling companies like Bayview. And again, like I said, they may be actually handling Freddie Mac, which is a big win. Okay, by the way, at VRM, they're going to ask you to use broker registration to register because that is a government contract, VA. And in the advanced registration course, we'll show you how to get right around that. You'll want to do it, but very easily can do it as the agent. Okay, VRM, please star these guys. They're huge. Big player in today's REO market. Next. A very big player. Green River Capital, one of the busiest companies right now. Loads of orders coming out from them. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of a back door into Green River's system. Okay, they are, just write this link down. Let's get this one, let's get this written down. This is an important one. https://grrc.bpo/BPO/application.aspx. Now, I realize this says BPO in here, and I'm not here to send you off to do BPOs. I despise BPOs. I do them only for clients. I've never done them to receive business, to receive listings. But this is a way to get into Green River's system, and it is a good thing to be in their system. They are, again, one of the busiest companies, if not the busiest company right now. So just get in here, and then there's another route you're going to need to go. But again, https://grc.bpofulfillment.com/BPO/MGMT/application.aspx. Now, listen carefully. Green River, on their site for years, it has said, we are only hiring agents on an as-needed basis. So, That has successfully fended off real estate agents and Green River from being flooded with loads and loads of applications. You can get on with Green River. It is actually brilliant of them. I want you to think about this. Think of any business. Every business hires when they have a need, and that's the only time that they hire. You don't go out and hire people when you don't have a need. This is how they all do it. Green River just wrote it there. It was a brilliant little move on their part. They did tell you you can email agentrelations@greenrivercap.com, and that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to send an email to agentrelations@Green River Capital, and I want you to word it something like this, and don't word it exactly like this. Just get the principles here and create your own. Everybody sounds the same. It's not effective. I want you to write, I am, dear whoever, however you want to write it, I am a successful agent or broker, whatever you are, in such and such. I have and throw in some benefits, right? I know how to make my asset managers' jobs easy, something like that, right? I'm interested in handling properties in the following areas, and list out just 3, 4, maybe 5 of your top counties in your area, in your state. And you can list out a couple of the cities underneath. Do not write a big book. They will not read it. It will not be effective. Quick and easy email that you would read yourself. Dear so-and-so, I'm a successful agent, so-and-so interested in handling properties in the following areas. Please send me the link for the application. Thank you. Oftentimes, you'll just get the link to the application right away. That's the link that most agents will never get. This is a quick way to cut in line in front of thousands and thousands of real estate agents wanting their properties. Green River has a ton of properties. By the way, Green River is such a big player. I'm sure you remember Pyramid Platform we were just talking about. It's owned by Clayton Holdings now, who owns Green River Capital. From rumored inside, let's just say, little inside information, we hear that Green River may be moving all of their stuff over to Pyramid in the very near future here. Pyramid is key. They also acquired at the same time Red Bell Real Estate, who used to be, I believe, Brighton and them were probably sister companies. So we've got all those properties as well that also come out through Green River and Pyramid. I believe they're coming through Pyramid, but they're a Clayton Holdings company now. So by all means, get on Green River. And here's another extremely key one at the moment. SPS, as we call them in the industry, Select Portfolio Servicing. They are using Acceleris. https://www.acceleris.com/client logins /D/S/T/signup.ASPX. That is a third-party platform. It used to be Dispo Solutions. You're probably familiar with that, maybe. It's now Acceleris. SPS is a huge Chase outsourcer. You want Chase, you sign up with SPS. So you're going to need to register. So listen, you're going to learn all of this, exactly what to say when you register for the course at the end here, okay? You just have to follow what I say to do. Just register for the course in a few minutes, and we'll tell you, you're going to learn exactly the things to say, the exact process, because this is really a proven, tried and true process that walks you step by step in a very easy, simple, and quick manner to getting in touch with these companies, getting accepted, and starting to get properties, and then taking it the next level to becoming a preferred agent, which is actually the easiest part of the process. So again, when you register for the course at the end here, you'll learn all of this. But right now, just get registered on Acceleris. Make sure you get that S, the HTTPS, and again, capital DST. Should have had time to write this now. Acceleris.com/client logins /DST/signup.ASPX. And of course, Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae, the proof is in the pudding. They have so many properties. Look at what they're selling off, trying desperately to make their books look great. And this is what it does for them. It gets rid of distressed properties. They're selling huge bulk portfolios off and managing their own through their agents. They moved everybody over to their one management portal called Procure One. If you have registered with Fannie before and you have not received assets, you need to be on Procure One. Everybody is there, from attorneys to repair vendors to agents and brokers. This is their REO network now. You need to be on here. It's procure1.fanniemae.com. procure1.fanniemae.com. Make sure, very tricky, on the first page, there's going to be a drop-down menu, and you're going to have to choose whether you're an agent or a broker. If you're an associate broker, you do not choose broker. You're going to choose agent. Okay, then you're going to have, there's a button at the bottom that says request application. This is really a great thing of Fannie Mae, because before you used to have to be a broker to sign up. Now they will ask you for some broker information, and you can automatically assign yourself as the agent contact. Used to be your broker had to do that for you, and we'll show you the trick to this when you register for the course at the end here. Okay, just do what I say to do, and we'll get you through those little processes. So here's the next one. Freddie Mac. I'm going to take you right to their page. Freddie Mac will actually send you updates or post updates of exactly where they're hiring at the moment. You need to get in this system. You do not want to wait. The last thing you can afford to do in this market is to wait to do things, to wait to learn how to do REO, to wait to get signed up with these companies, to wait to be ready to go when the market shifts. We're already seeing shifts, by the way. We're already seeing it. Okay, we have investment bankers advising people to pull stuff out of the stock market, put it into bonds and commodities. I just did it myself. My advisor did it, multimillionaire guy. Okay, you have to be registered with these guys. Do not delay. http://homesteps.com/homesteps/real/index.html. They have very specific steps, so I'm taking you right to their page that has the link for registration, but it's also got all the instructions. Again, get this exactly. This will tell you everything that you need to know. Please just focus. Just do what I say here. Go right to this page, homesteps.com/homesteps/real/index.html. Okay. So there's a few things you need to know. Look, REO is not brain surgery. I call it really a 3-level period. You need to have a systematic approach to landing and keeping REO clients. So the hardest part is just the targeting, right? You have to identify and go after the highest value clients only. Don't waste time on clients who have little or no business to send you. Now look, the clients I've given you, across the country, they are huge. If you knew what gift I've already given you, you would thank me up and down. You need, the biggest mistake that I hear from coaching clients, really successful agents, when they first come to me and they say, Mike, I've been trying to get on to Bank ABC now for 3 years. I finally get on board. They've only got 4 properties, and they've been targeting them because they're a national bank and they think they're going to have lots of properties. It's not always the case. Often all the properties, or a lion's share, are with a small company or some asset management firm that you don't know about because you haven't done the research. There's a really easy way of doing this, and I'll show you when you register for the course. Are on these registration lists, and nobody knows who they are. You can't be a minnow in the ocean. You got to be the shark in the small pond. Right? You got to have your name out there. They don't care how great you are. They care about what's in it for them. So you need to learn how to talk the talk. In this business, you can be a matter of one word that makes you the agent that gets all the business, or the person who gets none and gets blacklisted because you inadvertently said the wrong thing. So there's ways you've got to get noticed. And the third step is being preferred. So this is when you're positioning yourself as the obvious expert. You're creating what I call raving fans with REO opportunities, who repeatedly send you business automatically every month because of the value you learn how to demonstrate to them. Again, when you register for the course, you'll learn exactly how to do this. So before I show you how to do that, Sorry, this is a little emotional for me, this part. I am, I limit the participation in this to 50 people, and it's not some marketing gimmick. I'm in a really grateful place in my life. For those of you who know me, I get great fulfillment today out of being able to give back to an industry that has been so good to me and to my family. I have a wonderful wife, and I have two little boys, like little boys at my age, and they mean everything to me. And REO has really afforded me the opportunity to be like the dad I've always wanted to be, and husband, and just have the time to spend in living. So when I train agents, I've trained thousands, but I do them in groups of 50 or less because it's really me that you get access to. I do it all. You don't get handed off to some people who don't really know what they're talking about. And I will never, ever spread myself too thin to where I can't give you 1,000% of me. So I will limit it to 50 people that get in, but I want you to qualify yourself first before you come in. So I have 4 things I ask of you. Sorry, I'm going to be a wuss. The first is commitment. You need to be a full-time agent or broker. And what I mean by that is you need to be working at least 30 hours a week right now in your business. Really be committed to actually doing real estate. Number 2, you need to have the capacity. You got to have the ability to handle a minimum of 15 listings. I don't guarantee you'll have that, but I need you to be ready to handle 15 at any given time. And I don't know everybody. So, you might be somebody that can handle 2 or 5 listings at a time. You might be somebody that can handle 50 before you're overwhelmed. I don't know. But just, if you're working the 30 hours, willing to dedicate maybe 40 to your business, you should be able to do this. I'm going to teach you all the systems you need to do it. 3, you got to be willing to follow step-by-step direction. This is a proven process. It has been vetted out by thousands upon thousands of agents before you. The stuff works. It's really good. So you just got to follow it. Just do what I say to do. 4, you got to be willing to actively share your experiences with others. The power in this is the mastermind, right? It's all of us working together to tweak your business, to show you where to go, who to talk to, what to say. We need you to share that stuff with others too. I will never allow anybody to just sit in the bleachers and watch us playing that game, right? We need you on the court with us, being willing to be an active part. But I mean, you got to play full out with everybody. So you got to be in the Facebook group I'll tell you about in a minute. You got to be in the society. You just got to be on the calls, right? We do a weekly call. Sometimes it's not a call. Sometimes it's a video answering all your questions, but you got to post your questions, right? You just got to be an active part because this is where you're going to get so much learning from it. So let me tell you a little bit about it, first of all. The first part of the course is actually the curriculum is the Uncensored REO Secret System. This is exactly the curriculum that I give private coaching clients. Again, it was the most fastest selling, from what I know, REO system in the world. We sold out in like 3 minutes of version 2.0 when we first released it. It is literally a 30-day step-by-step program. I will tell you, do this, and when you're finished with this, then go do this. It's really that easy. You just have to follow what I say to do. Now, the curriculum is a 19 video course. And I have found, really, you can see it's me there on the screen. I'm teaching you everything myself. You see me writing a marketing piece and showing you how to create that as well. But I found the easiest way to do this, it's a 30-day course, is to just give you access to all 4 weeks at once and let you go through at your pace. If you just work on it just a little bit every day, you should be able to get right through it in about 30 days. It just asks that you finish it in 30 days. If you dedicate more time to it every day, you can blow through it in a lot faster than 30 days. But I really want you to be through it in 30 days and up and running and actually starting to get business and communicating with me along the way during those 30 days. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. I can't give you all the details, obviously, because we'd be on here forever. But it's a 30-day, really intense immersion course with really specific step-by-step progression. Like week 1, I'm going to tell you how to start finding those clients. I'm going to teach you how to identify them, people that can give you business right now. And I'm going to teach you 5 quick and dirty ways so you can get listings right now. And teach you how to start positioning yourself as a preferred REO agent and broker right out of the gate, even if you have 0 experience. Week 2, I'm going to take you right into getting listings. Right? You're going to learn how to get those tons of assignments by creating those raving fans we just talked about. You're going to learn how to negotiate the offers really quickly in their language so that they all go through, or that they all have the best chance of going through, so you can make massive profits. And I'm going to give you something somebody never taught me, and it took me years to learn. It was a backstage pass to my business. I spent over 2 years and more than $100,000 traveling. I know some of the very best. I had connections with some of the very best agents and brokers in the country and asset managers. I flew all over the country, sitting down with these people, copying their systems. I'm really quite a builder, right? I've taken what some of the very best agents and brokers are doing, and I took their systems and I made them better. And then I sat down with asset managers and reworked everything, right? So I've been on both sides of it. I created a real system for doing this. Now, you don't need a team right out of the gate, but I'm going to teach you when you're ready how to build a zero-cost, high-leverage team, and you'll never work weekends again. Never. Your clients don't, and you won't. I don't. Week 3, I'm going to teach you how to make it automated. Okay? I'm going to give you an RFI, a copy of my RFI. It's going to save you weeks and weeks. This is what some of the biggest REO clients in the business are going to want from you in order for you to get business. It's a long form application. It's like a little mini book. You can actually just take mine, copy it, plug your information in, send it off, and use it to start getting listings right now. I'm also going to teach you how to locate the gatekeepers who get you accepted in front of all other agents. I'm going to teach you about 2 social media platforms. You can forget everything you've ever learned about social media marketing. I'm going to teach you how to use 2. You could literally sit around in your pajamas and become a preferred agent if you do this correctly. You just follow what I say to do. Okay, I'm also going to give you all the application documents, including my door opening resume. I'm the most sought after direct response marketer in the default real estate field. My marketing, my resume is worded carefully with code words that asset managers use in this business that will let them know that you are an expert and you are the one to choose. I call it door opening resume because it's opened so many doors for me, even doors that have been slammed shut on other real estate agents and brokers for years. It's yours. There's no copyrights here. It's yours to copy and use. Now listen. The key to this is you have to go from week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. You do not skip ahead. You need everything from week 1 to week 2, week 2 to week 3, and then week 3 to week 4. Because in week 4, I'm going to teach you what I call my 3-day $1 million commission technique that you can use your 5th week in REO to start getting tons of listings. Now, okay, this is probably a good place for me to make a little disclaimer. I don't think I'm required to at all. I just think it's the cool thing to do. I don't know you, and I don't know if you'll make any money at all in this business. Many people lose money on information products and things like this, but I have a pretty good idea that if you do what I say to do, that you're probably going to make a little bit of extra money. Okay, I call this my 3-day $1 million technique. It actually took me less than 2 days to line up more than $1 million in commissions. And you can do this easily. All you do is follow what I say to do. I use this at my very first conference. You can use it at conferences. If you master this and don't overuse it, it can build your business. It can build your business to levels you never thought you could. One simple technique. It's an old school selling technique and a new school REO technique combined, tweaked, and perfected. It's a process that you just follow. I'm also going to teach you how to have investors lined up to buy your listings before you ever get them. It's a very quick way to become a preferred agent. If you're selling everything before it comes in, you are going to get the listings. And the most important part to me, sorry. I want you to work less, and I want you to make a whole heck of a lot more money. Life is not about working your life away. It should be about your business serving your life and you creating the life that you want to create out of it. And you need to really learn how to fine-tune your business. You need to learn how to make more money working less time so you have the time to spend with your family, friends, or doing whatever the heck you want to do, sail off somewhere on a boat, right?
Video,
but you got to learn which clients are worth it, which ones aren't, which activities are worthwhile, which ones are not worthwhile, and just time sucks. I'm going to teach you how to do all of this stuff.
I'm closing it out here.
And you'll learn it all by